Hey everyone, welcome back to Reflect, Reveal, and Release. Today, reflection topic is self-care. Me realizing that I lack self-care. I'm in a community with Queen Poe, if anybody's familiar with her, and she always has us do journal prompts. The last journal prompts we did, it was basically focusing on self-care and stuff like that. Parental relationships, romantic relationships, friendships, all of those things I just lacked self-care in. My vision on self-care coming up wasn't really checking in with my mental, my emotional, no anything like that. It was more so me focusing on my appearance. I feel like that's what media portrays today with self-care, more so of your appearance. More so your appearance and not your holistic self. And when I say holistic, I mean as in your mind, your body, your soul. All of that is included in your self-care. Not just your physical appearance, because me personally, I just feel like we can portray physically like we're okay, but really in the inside, it's a cry for help. We're not really checking on that parts of ourselves. So I have some notes here because I want to stay on topic. Self-care is the practice of taking deliberate actions to protect, maintain, and improve your physical, mental, and emotional health. It's a holistic approach to well-being that helps prevent burnout, reduce stress, and enhances your overall quality of life. That right there is self-care. It's not just going to get your nails done, going to get your hair done, buy some clothes. Even though those things can be a part of a certain form of self-care, physical self-care is getting enough sleep, eating mindfully, and exercising regularly. Me, in my life, I still struggle with exercising. I don't like the gym. I have a love-hate relationship with the gym. I don't find any enthusiasm in the gym. I will work out at home. I'm better off working out outside. I just like being in nature. I don't really care for being enclosed indoors. The only time I'm indoors is if it's a gloomy day outside, but if no rain or nothing, I still may find my way outside. The gym, we got a love-hate relationship. Mindful eating, that has been my thing since 2020. I have dipped and dived into like eating fish. I may eat some shrimp here and there. I have my urges when I want to eat my crab legs here and there. Most of the time my diet is fruits and vegetables. I used to crave bread really heavy, and that had me realizing that I still had some emotional things to heal from. But for me, I feel like when I do eat more mindfully, it boosts my energy. I'm not too sluggish. I don't catch the itis. And it's like I'm fulfilled, but I'm not full, or I'm not uncomfortable. So yeah, that's another form of self-care. The next one would be mental self-care. Disconnecting from social media and sometimes people. Practicing mindful practices such as meditation, journaling, yoga, and nature walks. All of those things are things that I still keep in my self-care practice. I love solitude. So disconnecting from people ain't really a hard thing for me. 4 children, all them different personalities, I'm good. Trust me, it's very easy for me to disconnect from people. Social media, I do find myself doom scrolling sometimes. One of my messages to just go refer back to what somebody said to me, or to go get an address for something, and as soon as I go open up Instagram, it'll be something that catch my attention. I look at that, and then I may scroll. Then I'm like, oh shit, I wasn't supposed to be doing that. Let me get back on track and do what I need to do. Disconnect from social media, that's a really a healthy thing, a healthy mental thing for self-care, because at one point in time, when my mental wasn't so healthy, I would get on social media and I would compare my lives with other people's lives. It will make me feel worse. So disconnecting from social media is a really good form of self-care in my perspective. When I find myself uneased, I would get down and do some yoga. When I find myself needing some clarity, I would do a yoga that gives me a form of meditation. Maybe I'll meditate at the beginning and then move my body after, because I have to move my body around, especially if it's stagnant energy weighing on me. I have to move my body but still put myself in a meditative state. And with me, the longer yoga practices I do, between 30-45 minutes, puts me in the flow. So I'm still getting my meditation, but I'm moving my body, also moving those stagnant emotions around. I've been doing yoga since 2021, after COVID, around COVID, and right now I'm still practicing yoga because it's just a healthy, mindful practice for me that I do this, but it's also a healthy practice of self-care for me. Journaling, I still journal till today. Journaling is a form of self-care for me, but it helps me release the things that I don't talk about with people. It also helps me get clarity and insight. Like I said before, I am in the Queen Pose community, the wellness community, and she always gives us journal prompts and things like that, and I love it because it goes according to the planets with astrology and stuff, which is something that I'm very interested in. And it just helps me realize karmic cycles and patterns and things that I need to heal within myself. So journaling is very healthy. And just like walks in nature, I would rather walk in nature instead of walking on a treadmill. The next one would be emotional self-care. It may look like setting boundaries, being honest, and expressing your feelings. I'm sorry, y'all, I gotta move around because my legs be getting tired. I'm having like contractions and stuff. I feel like if you're not expressing your emotions, you're not being honest with yourself. I have noticed that when we store trauma, it goes to your hips. Your hips get tight. And me practicing yoga, I realized that me storing emotions and not expressing myself, not being honest about my feelings, it stores in my body. And that's another reason why I have to move my body around. That's another reason why expressing your emotions is a good form of self-care, because it shows that you care about yourself. You don't want them emotions to get stored, and you expressing yourself is your birthright. That's your right. Like, you have the right to express yourself, and if people like it, they like it, and if they don't, they don't. Then oh well. But at the end of the day, you expressing yourself, and you did that because of the self-care you have for yourself. No people pleasing. We're not doing that around here. Oh, and then the boundaries, the big B word. I have just learned about boundaries and actually setting them and sticking them. I want to say last year. This year has been heavy on the boundaries. Found out what I like and what I don't like, and that's very big with me with self-care too, because your boundaries is your sacred space to me. When you have a boundary set and you stick to it, you can continue to focus on yourself and heal yourself in certain places. Boundaries show that you really care about yourself, and you're not just letting anyone and everyone in your space. You are very protective and sacred with your space at the end of the day. Another form of self-care is your social self-care. It can look like involving yourself in healthy, supportive communities, or spending time with others, nurturing, loving relationships. That's very important. It's like that thing when they say you are what you eat. You are who you hang around. Your social space plays a huge part on your self-care. I used to be around people that didn't really have my best interest because I just wanted to be around people. This was before the love of solitude had kicked in. I would just love to just be around people. One thing I've learned is that everybody's not your friend, and just because they're your cousin don't mean they have your best interests. And if you're looking to grow and become a better version of yourself, upgrade, step out of certain things you've been doing, be in a community with people who been where you were before and are becoming better. The last one is my favorite, spiritual self-care. Spending time in nature and practicing gratitude, that's just it for me. Two things that I enjoy doing. Gratitude is one thing that improved my spiritual self-care the most. Me being thankful for the things I do have. Going out in nature, picking up trash, because I cannot stand when people litter. I don't understand why people do it when the trash can be a few steps away. But, you know, that's not the point. For your spiritual self-care, what are some things that you feel like you should do to help yourself focus on that part of self-care? When someone says spiritual self-care, what do you view as spiritual self-care? Another thing that involves spiritual self-care with me is the things I eat, because I know if I'm eating a lot of food that don't serve me, such as junk food and fast food, those things not going to serve my spirit well. I just wanted to share that with you. Comment down below, what are some things you should do spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, that you feel like you need to do more to enhance those parts of your self-care. You know best. See y'all in the next video.
Better not get too comfortable.